sitting here with most of the band. Anna,
Yes.
um, really nice to meet all of you. How are you doing today?
We're doing great. We just had a show last night, so a little bit tired, but excited. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no problem. I don't really get the chance all that often to well, get to talk with an Australian band. So
Where are you from, Roel?
I'm from Belgium, but I'm in
Belgium.
Finland right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Um, well, I was thinking since I have most of the band here in front of me, to maybe start with a bit of a icebreaker.
Okay.
Um, I was wondering if each of you had to describe Anna in one word, and you can't repeat each other, what would it
Okay.
be?
Okay, who wants to go first?
Okay.
You go first.
I'm Anna,
No, no,
singer
no, no.
of the band
Describe
Anna,
the band.
and this describe the word is what I'm describing about our band is passion.
You want to get.
I'll go last.
Okay, you go
Since
last.
the last
The
one's
last
the
one's the
hardest.
hardest
Yeah.
job. So passion. Yeah. Well, one word to describe the band. I'll go with powerful. Andreas?
The first thing that came to my mind to describe the band probably is happiness.
Ooh. Wow.
And my word is what I would hope for us to be is timeless.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
Yeah. Well, those were all pretty good.
Yeah.
Um, Now you've been around for a couple of years now, since 2023, released an EP, and now you're basically moving forward at a quite interesting speed towards basically a concept album. Um, Made me kind of wonder at what moment for you guys did Anna feel like stop feeling like a project and like start feeling like something bigger.
I think that was the intention from the start. Um,
Yeah.
it was never just a project for us. In fact, a bit of a backstory, I used to have a band before, and Anna had her own solo music stuff. And both of them, for various reasons, were not working out. And Anna suggested that both of us get together and start this band. And I said to her that if we do this, it can't be just a project. It has to be like, this is it. This is the band that will take us all the way to the top, and it's going to become like our lives. So from its inception, that was
Mm-hmm.
the attitude towards it.
Yes.
You've been describing your music as couture metal.
Yeah.
Um, is that something that for you guys is mainly like aesthetic, or does it actually like change how you like write and think about your music?
There's two parts to that answer. First of all, I don't like um, the concept of subgenres or having to pick a subgenre. But our label did say to us, you guys have to say something. You can't just say nothing. So I said, okay, fine. If we have to say something, none of the existing subgenres really capture what we do, right? Like some people, we were referred to as symphonic metal when we released our first EP, but there were a lot of people that went, it's not really symphonic metal. There's symphonic elements, but it's kind of misleading to call it symphonic metal. So we felt that we need to come up with a term. And the reason we chose couture is taking from, haute couture, high fashion, very high it's high labor, high quality concept pieces, and that's how we approach.
Yeah, maintenance. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like how you call your boat, that's how your boat will sail. So yeah, we're gonna work even harder, like every time.
I've
And
not heard that before.
well, you heard it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I do agree with like you're still labeled for instance on a lot of sites as symphonic metal. And while you indeed do have in quite some songs that kind of symphonic like theatricality and such and epicness, I do feel that there's a whole bunch of other like influences and sounds that you can hear. Like I was like pleasantly surprised, for instance, with Following the Wind.
Yeah.
Because at first to me it just sounded like a kick-ass, straightforward heavy metal song where you're I don't know, basically like a sound like a boss bitch. um it sounds tough. It sounds really good, and then you have that bridge where it suddenly like makes that turn a little bit, and like I really loved how it kind of like, yeah, how that track went.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very fun song. And yeah, that was the last song that was written. We booked 2 days studio for 5 hours each day, and we wrote the full album. And the following the wind, there was a big challenge. Oh, you can. Yeah, so and it's come out such a amazing, fierce, fun. Yeah, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, for sure. I really loved how, yeah, like I said, I love it. It surprised me very pleasantly.
Thank you.
Um, Now, the album itself, Motivated by Death, the title is like sounds quite dark, but at the same time, it almost kind of, um, even though there's death in the title, seems like life affirming.
Mhm.
When did like death become like a motivation rather than something negative?
The deaf is awareness, and the deaf is motivate us to be um, like be the best, try new things, don't get lazy, don't be scared because we don't know what's coming tomorrow. um you know yeah, so it's dark, but then still it's um people should be aware of that to pursue the dream or to try new things, and because we live once, we have only one life, and you have to experience everything, what you have to try everything, you have to experience everything.
I think
Yeah.
you got to accept that first before you can really live to the fullest.
Very beautiful. Yes, I agree, strongly agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then like working on this album and around these themes of like not fearing death and trying to experience everything, did that kind of change how like any of you think about like legacy or what you want to leave behind?
I don't think it changed anything. I think we've already thought that way, and then that's why we wrote it, how we approached it. Like I think legacy is like it is something that matters to us, And that's why during the icebreaker, when you said what word would you pick, and I said timeless, like we're not really interested in trends. When we wrote our music, we've never considered like, is this something that's trending now? We consider more about something that's timeless. It doesn't matter when you hear it, and it doesn't matter what age you are when you hear it. And how do we use that as our compass on what we should do?
Yeah. Now, in between all the like kind of theatrical and up-tempo songs, there's quite a few moments for like more vulnerable moments. I believe especially with the song Papa. Um, how does something so deeply personal kind of transform into a band experience?
I feel like it's very important for the band. Like I had solo project before, so whatever I write, it's like very personal at the moment. It might be different, like after 10 years, I may be inspired by somebody else's life. It could happen, but at the moment, it's like me, and to have the idea and the band also understand that, and
even
it's
though
very
even though the band didn't experience Papa's very personal song, right? It's Anna's letter to her dad who has passed away. But the rest of us, we know that and we read the lyrics. So we are then able to try to empathize, put ourselves in those shoes, and in our respective instrument, how do we then, speak?
Yes, and also sometimes even if you take the lyrics out and just listen the
Like
full
the
song
yeah.
instruments, you can feel something that it's very sad but powerful.
I had the most pressure recording the guitar solo for Papa, because in my mind it's like, if the lyrics are a letter to Anna's dad, then the solo is like a tribute to him. So it became, it's not about me. It's not about playing the flashiest thing there is, where it's not a particularly flashy solo, but every note has to be able to emote.
Yeah, to me, it's always interesting when someone brings something really personal into the band, how the rest of the band basically like translate those emotions and like musically and such. So like you just said with the solo, nothing too flashy, but just like helping to tell a story. Just yeah, always really interesting to me. Um, now you already released one single, Hate Me. I saw on social media that the next one is Shadow of Life.
Yep.
Coming in a couple of days.
Yes.
I feel like Shadow of Life is like, I don't know, it's sounds very upbeat to me.
Yeah.
Kind of almost like a party song, but at the same time it's like uh almost the best representation of the concept of the album, if I look at the lyrics and such.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's wonderful to hear someone get it.
Yes.
Because I guess the subject matter is in some ways slightly depressing, right? Because it talks so much about death, but then because the spirit of the album is to seize the moment, we felt the song had to be a fun party song.
And I think it definitely translated well. Like I know when we were writing it, there was that certain moment we probably gotten about like halfway through the song of like finding the structure, and then someone, I believe our keyboardist Mark, pointed out, oh, it's almost got like it's got a very upbeat, happy vibe. Oh, it's almost got like a disco sort of feel to it.
That, yes.
Yeah. So as soon as Mark relayed that, all of a sudden I think all of us had like a little like the flick of a switch sort of moment when that's it.
Yeah.
Let's run with this as our course.
And then he's doing this. Are you sure?
Yeah, but there's that moment of like, are you sure we want to
Yeah.
go with this? It's like we're also thinking like,
Like,
this is the thing to do for this song.
Yes.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I forgot that part. Yeah.
Like a metal ABBA.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I was actually going to say that like the disco sound, it made me think of ABBA for sure.
Oh my
Um,
god.
And it's just always fun to do that sort of thing with a song. Like it's got the right vibe to it, the feeling, and
Absolutely.
yeah.
I gotta say, playing disco style, like tempo, disco style riffs in that tempo is really hard.
Well, that was my first thought as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, shit, if we're going disco route, I gotta do the typical bass disco boom, 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 like that sort of octave jumping. And I tried doing like the double at boom, did it, but at that tempo I couldn't, so I had to do the simple one. Like this is too
I love
fast for
it.
it, but I have to keep up with this.
Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Yes. And
I
what a
believe it.
beautiful solo.
Mm,
Oh my
Mhm.
god, that solo of Mark.
yeah.
Jesus Christ, when he sent us, I was like, whoa. Yes, immediately the ABBA
Like inspiration,
vibe.
feeling, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was there.
oh god.
Yeah, even to the drums on that track.
Oh yeah.
It immediately gave that like kind of disco.
Yeah, absolutely.
So good. So good.
I bet that's gonna be or that is a pretty fun track to play live.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I love having fun and make people smile and dance. That's the best. I love that.
Now you've been working on this album for a while. When you guys start working on the new Anna song, who is usually the first person that would say like, this isn't really working, like being a bit of a perfectionist, and who would be the first to say like, nah, this is good?
Um, I think I usually have the unenviable task of saying that at times. Like sometimes it's well received, sometimes it's not. But in general, I don't have to say that very often because everybody brings such great ideas. You know, like Anna comes up with a concept and a melody, and each instrument in the band, everyone, whatever they present, usually it's more of, if they show me two options, I'm like, they're both great, you know?
That was me when we were recording. Like I would come up with like let's say 2 or 3 ideas for like a certain section, to say something to play on bass in one of the verses. And I'd be like to Josh, I've got idea A, B, or C. What do you reckon? And a lot of times it's like, yeah, it's like I like all of them. Or it would come to first half, play number A, and second half, do B. And then like when we were writing it, we'd throw ideas around a lot of times and it'd be like, oh, people would jump aboard it and be like, oh, that's cool. But I also feel like we're also not afraid of one another to pretty much say it to their faces and be like, nah, I don't really like that. I don't think that's it. Like, maybe not that idea.
So overall, it's a pretty democratic system you're working under.
Yeah.
That's good. Now, I believe that you've been kind of like working on existing beyond your music. Um, I saw that there's been a comic book that has been released.
Yep. Definitely one of those. I think we're getting it now.
Was that also something that was kind of like from the very beginning, like the intention to kind of create more than just a band or more than just the music, but like create a whole universe, basically?
Yeah, pretty early on, we didn't have much at the start, and I was already working on another comic book. So this was a really cool idea that we thought we could do something different. So yeah, Anna also helped us with, crafting how this would look because she has such a good sense of the aesthetics of stuff. And beyond that, we want to tell the story in so many ways. That's why recently we tried to do a documentary as well, and we don't really force it. We kind of, if we come up with a concept that we feel can further expand what we do and we can do it well, then we'll pursue it.
Well, it's always interesting to me when bands like go like beyond. So I'll be looking forward to see where you're taking it next in a natural way. Um, you've been sort of describing your band also a little bit as like a team of masked superheroes. Well, except for you, Anna, you're not really wearing a mask. That made me kind of wonder, like you each have your own like looks and kind of character that comes with an own personality. Made me kind of wonder who is kind of the least like their like stage personality.
I think that would be me. Definitely. I, like I've been told by friends as well, like outside the band, even back in the high school days, that even like family members be like, "That's not Cody on that stage. Like, that's not the person I know. Who is that person on stage? That is two different people." And looking back, and even when I watch footage, I'm like, I understand where they're coming from. Off stage, I am very different to how I perform and act and appear to people on the stage when we're live. Definitely.
Yeah.
Um, we've been earlier like talking a little bit the people have been calling you like symphonic metal band. Um, bands like well the big name like Nightwish, Evanescence, like they opened certain doors for symphonic metal and um well Evanescence has kind of gone beyond symphonic metal. They've opened doors for the genre and certain sounds. Made me kind of wonder what doors would you hope Anna opens up?
Oh.
Interesting.
I I think what we would like to do is to move the conversation away from subgenres, because I find that very limiting. If you think about, if you say symphonic metal, there's a stereotype in your mind already on what it can be or should be. But if you go back a little bit, when you look at, say, new metal, right? Like, what exactly is the sound of new metal? Because if you name the top five bands who represented that genre, they are vastly different from each other. And to me, that's much more interesting. That's what we hope that maybe we can start that new conversation.
Yes, it's always interesting like when you're under a certain umbrella or in a certain put in a certain square. And as soon as you try to do something different, how much pushback you get.
Yeah, cool.
Like since I'm from Belgium, one of the bands that is quite sort of close to me is Within Temptation, who is one of the front runners of that epic theatrical symphonic metal. But now in the more recent albums, they've gone for a way more modern sound, way less symphonic than before. and just always interesting to see how much people start to push back, even though, I mean, the band wanted to do this. They wanted this different sound, and still people are like, "Oh, this is not right."
It's not where you started from. It's not what we know you for. It's not, as Josh said, it's not symphonic metal. It's
Mhm.
you're not that anymore. And yeah, and he's hoping that we can, as Josh put it before, like get out of that, or at least get people to stop having that notion of symphonic metal must sound like this. It must look like this. The album must be have this visual aspect to it, and he is hoping in the future it actually gets to that point.
Well, at least you guys are making good work of that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You just a moment ago mentioned new metal. One of the bands that was kind of big around the golden years of new metal was System of a Down, and you happen to have a System of a Down song on your album. I was kind of wondering, why was Ariel's the right cover track for this album for you guys?
Um, we will always, if ever we do a cover, we tend to want to pick bands that are as different from us as possible. And System of a Down is probably the furthest from any band, really. Like nobody sounds like them. So out of System of a Down's entire catalog, I think Ariel's was the most logical one. You know, I mean, I would love to do Chop Suey, but
Yeah.
I think that would be odd. And wake up.
No, I don't think I can do that.
Oh. Yeah, Ariel's definitely seemed like the logical choice.
Well, personally, I've always been a huge System of a Down fan, and I absolutely love the version that you made of it. So
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
no problem. Now, we were earlier saying that the album Motivated by Death is kind of about legacy. So I was kind of wondering, what would you hope listeners of this album, of your music, um, would carry with them kind of years from now?
You want to answer?
Mm.
No?
You go.
I hope that, you know, they can create like memories of like moments in their life, like where they were, what they were doing when they heard a particular song, and that they'll be able to look back, you know, and whether they're good memories or bad memories, but they'll be able to attach that, it'll become part of their, you know, experience.
When we started our talk, you were saying that last night you played a show. I saw that you've been quite active in your area or your region. Um, when can we hope to expect you guys making the trip to our continent?
Yeah, we try.
It's always been on my mind. Like we want to go to so many places, and it's just that breaking of that first step of, okay, trying just the organization of it is the hard part to get through. But we know we there's lists of names and names and names of places. Like we need to go to these places. And it's just honestly now I think just a matter of timing and trying to just get it all organized and have it like all actually land and fall in place at like the right time for it as well.
So if there's any promoters out your way who are watching this, please reach out to us.
Yeah,
we'd love to come to Finland.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, let's hope that lots of people pick up on your album, check your album out, like what they're hearing. And well, hopefully we can get you guys over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to wish you guys lots of luck with the album release next month. Um, hopefully
Thank you so
yeah.
much for having us.
Yeah, no problem. Um, to kind of wrap this up, is there anything at all that you would like to say still to whoever ends up checking this out?
Hmm.
Thank you so much for listening our music and be part of our journey. Yeah, just listen, stream it. Um,
Well, I mean, we hope that they like it enough that they actually stick around and go back, listen to the EP as well, and stick around long enough to watch the videos, the live concerts that we do, and the for the all the future albums to come.
yeah,
And when we get to share it and see what we can create with Andreas in the band now,
yeah.
because it's I can already tell it's going to be a little bit different already.
Mhm.
Especially because we don't really have the idea of yeah, let's go in and purposely make this be all these songs. We sit down and go, what sounds good to us? If we don't like it, it doesn't get made or gets shelved or scratched away. If we like it, that's the song, that's the album we're doing. And I think with this current lineup, the future's going to be pretty fun and very interesting.
Mhm. Yeah.
Definitely something to be looking forward to then. And yeah, like I said before, hope to see you guys getting to bring your work or your art all over the world, hopefully as soon as possible.
Thank you
Here's
so
hoping.
much.
Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Have a great day still.
Thank you. You
Thanks.
too.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank you so
much.
much.
Woohoo!